Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. What's going on, guys? Now, word to my brethren in the great country of Canada. Shout out to Canada. But this video right here, we're going to talk heavyweight boxing. Shout out to Mr. Boxing Today. Go subscribe to him. Best heavyweight boxing talk on YouTube. As far as I'm concerned, the guy knows heavyweight boxing inside and out. But Deontay Wilder, interjecting his opinions, his perspective on the big mega fight. Gonna have a lot of videos, a lot of coverage leading up to the much anticipated Wladimir Klitschko versus Anthony Joshua fight at the Wembley Stadium, the site where Carl Froch, if you guys didn't know, Carl Froch once knocked out 80,000 people at Wembley Stadium. But anyway, all jokes aside, Deontay Wilder had some things to say about Klitschko and how he should fight and just how he should approach this whole fight mentally. And I have a couple of videos coming out on Deontay Wilder as well, so stay tuned for those. But here's what Wilder said in regards to Wladimir Klitschko and how he needs to approach this fight and what he should look at and what he shouldn't look at and all that stuff. Here's what he said. You got to look at the Tyson Fury fight. Klitschko didn't lose really because of not being able to compete with Tyson Fury or whatever. He lost because he didn't throw no damn punches, you know. I want him to fight in this fight. I don't want him to hold back or whatever because Fury was bigger than him and all this and all that. Forget all that. You got to go in there and fight. You're the champ. You don't care about nobody being bigger than you or outweighing you or if you get touched. You don't worry about that. You go in there and you defend your title because you're the king and ain't nobody gonna take it. I don't care what size they are. That don't mean nothing. He then goes on by saying, I quote, it's a time and place to be nice. You can't always be nice. When you start being too nice, people start doubting you. They start doubting you a little bit. Sometimes you gotta let them know that I'm still a monster. I'm still that beast. I'm still that lion. I'll eat you up alive when you get in there. When I get you in there, and that's what he's gotta come and bring to the table. So that's what Wilder said. And you know I say some things about Wilder. You know, as far as I'm concerned, you know, as far as I know at least, he's still the only boxer in all of boxing to have blocked Brendan Taylor, True School Sports, on Instagram. So, you know, he's still in elite company there. But aside from that, I agree with his perspective here on Wladimir Klitschko because, like, you know, you watch that Fury fight, and it wasn't until, like, the 11th, 12th rounds where Klitschko really started letting his hands go. And then he had some success against Fury. And he looked like a fighter on that night that was, you know, not beaten maybe physically, but he was definitely beaten mentally because Tyson Fury was in his head. Tyson Fury knew how to handle Vlad, and he handled him mentally before they got into the ring, and it definitely played a massive role in the outcome of the fight. So that obviously is why he lost Tyson Fury, not necessarily because Tyson Fury being a big 6'9" mobile skilled boxer, that had a role to do with it. That played a role in it as well. That's not something you can just get in sparring or you can train for. There's not many 6'9" athletic, skilled heavyweight boxers. That's the simple fact of the matter. So it was kind of the perfect storm for Fury and the wrong matchup for Klitschko, honestly. And the fact that he wasn't there and Fury got in his head, that also played a role as well. But he's right in the fact that, okay, Joshua is not bigger than you, and even if he was, it shouldn't matter. You gotta let this man know that, hey, I was the longest reigning heavyweight champion since Larry Holmes, and I'm gonna let you know that, hey, this is my legacy fight. 90,000 of your fans are here, and I'm about to stomp you out in front of every last one of them. Now, I know I don't like Deontay Wilder. I criticize him for a lot of things. I criticize him for his lack of fundamentals, maybe the fact that he talks too much when he really hasn't beaten anybody. You know, I criticize him for a lot, but one thing I can't criticize Wilder about, the same way I can't criticize Andre Ward for, because neither Wilder nor Ward are fighters alike. But one thing that I do like about both Wilder and Andre Ward are their mental approach to boxing. You know, Wilder is a very aggressive. His mentality and his approach is very aggressive. He feels that, hey, you might be more skilled than me, you might have this and you might have that, but all I gotta do is land one right hand and you're going to sleep. And as he's shown on many occasions, whether I have, even though I think his resume is, you know, not that good, the guys that have somewhat of a name, you know, Spilka, you know, Artur Spilka, you know, Stavern, you know, he did it well. He beat up Stavern. He didn't knock him out, but he beat him up. You know, Spilka, he knocked out cold. Really, those are the only two guys I consider of note on his resume. Spilka and freaking Stavern, he's shown that, you know, he has the power to get you out of there with one punch, and that's what it is. So, you know, Wilder's mental approach in a big fight like that is all right. I think it's all right. And Klitschko, you know, all respect to him. I've interviewed him. Great guy from the time I talked to him. All-time great heavyweight. But, you know, Wladimir Klitschko is one of those guys, you know, in life sometimes it's better not to be so smart. It's better not to be so smart, because you think less and you just go in there and you just do. And Klitschko, his intelligence could actually work against him in this fight, because he's thinking about Joshua, he's thinking about all these things. And he needs to just go in there and just be free. Let your hands go. You know, he needs to go in there with the mentality of, I had nothing to lose. This is my last fight. This is my signature fight. And everybody's picking Joshua to win. So I got to go out there and just give my best, and I'll live with the result. And go out there and just go for the gusto. So that's what Wilder said to Klitschko. I'll leave the article for you guys to read in the description down below. But let me know what you think about what Wilder said to Klitschko. And do you think, what kind of fight do you think Klitschko has to fight? Does he come out? Does he need to come out in that more aggressive style to beat Anthony Joshua, or do you believe, the boxing fan, believe that he needs to be the same Vlad, that, you know, jab, jab, grab, make it a boring fight, and look for his shots, pick his shots, and test that chin of Joshua's? Let me know in the comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, and you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dean. So until next time, take care, guys.